Catson TV.
Hey everybody, it's your guest reviewer JB here for Catson TV. Today we're going to be taking a look at Prince, Welcome to America, a posthumous release from the Prince estate. Before we get started on that, I want to ask you to please subscribe to this channel for more cultural content coming out regularly. And please consider underwriting the efforts here. There are links to Patreon and Ko-Fi below. Okay, Prince, Welcome to America. This is an album that was recorded back in 2011, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, but was never released at the time for whatever reason. It was recorded and mixed, and I'm not sure if it was mastered, but it went pretty far in the process, but then it was decided not to be released. Prince did do a tour around the same time called Welcome to America. So the title went somewhere, but the album didn't at the time. And, you can guess, hypothesize, why wasn't this released? We may never know exactly why it wasn't released at the time, but it's here now. I got it a couple days after it was released, and I took it home and I listened to it, and my first impression was, I don't know. It was like something about it did not necessarily grab me right from the outset. But let me kind of go into that a little bit more and say, some of Prince's stuff I love. The Black Album, Come, News, Sign of the Times. Speaking of which, if you haven't seen our Sign of the Times review, there's a link to it right up there. Go back and check that out. In any case, this is one of those where it was like, I'm not sure about this. The single that they put out ahead of time, pre-release for the album, Born to Die. Now this thing, man, I really got into that. It was something that really connected with me. Now, much has been made about the kind of Curtis Mayfield sort of inspiration for the album. I believe Cornel West had said something about Prince not being a Curtis Mayfield or something along those lines, and then Prince came out like this. And yeah, Born to Die, oh man, it sounds like Curtis Mayfield, almost to the point of, is this Born to Die or is this Give Me Your Love? You know what I'm talking about? It sounds pretty close to that tune, But the spirit, let's say, the inspiration of Curtis Mayfield does kind of infuse, most of the lyrics on this album. The Hot Summer single isn't necessarily, in the same vein as the rest of it. It's one of his deeper albums. It's not so much a party album, not so much a love album. He's kind of tackling some other themes. The thing that I did notice too is there's a lot of co-lead vocals, if you like, on this one, where he has another singer, and he's singing harmony with them, and I'll just put it this way. I listened to it, it didn't grab me, I put it down, and then a week later I went back and listened to it again. It was like, hey, this is actually pretty solid. And I listened to it a third time after that. I was like, you know what? This is really good. As far as, why it wasn't released, maybe, I don't know. Like we said, anyone can guess about why it wasn't released. It wasn't kind of fitting in with, where he was going with his music at the time. Maybe he had second thoughts about it. And, one can never say, but it's out now, and I'm glad it exists. I'm glad it's being heard. It's a worthwhile album. It's not, Sign of the Times, again, to go back to one of his, renowned, acknowledged classics, but it is a good, solid album. So I recommend it. Wrapping it up, Prince, Welcome to America. I suggest you check it out. Pretty happening stuff.
To find out more about Prince, Welcome to America, please visit his official website and check out the description below this video. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to Catson TV.
Hey, you are watching Catson TV!